Idaho.
Glacier Point, overlooking the Yosemite Valley. What punctuates a nice visit to the national park is the sound of the crystal light rig grinding away. Where does it say that? Son of a guns. Hey guys, your old pal Brian. We're at Glacier Point, which is, I don't know, 6,000 feet above the floor of the Yosemite Valley. Prepare for amazing views. It's right cold this high up, and there's Half Dome. There's snow on the other side of the mountains. Ooh. Used to have a hotel up here. Absolutely gorgeous. And we're not even to the point yet. Man, you see Yosemite Falls. Unbelievable. I'm going to go ahead and just bring it on out here and pan slowly. There's Half Dome. The several stages of Yosemite Falls, where it, when the glaciers receded, it created steps. Unbelievable. Oh, look, a wedding reception down there. Yeah. You can actually hear the falls though from here. It's amazing. All right, Jason Kramer. Hope you're enjoying the view. Yeah, we're really lucky. There's no one here. You normally would have to take a tram up here, but the unintended benefit of the COVID-19 situation, we were at the base of those falls. That's the Yosemite Falls. Yeah, all the way at the bottom. Oh, that's vernal? Wow. Thank goodness for my wife. So that's vernal falls. We were on the other side of vernal. We would have been, yeah. Got it. So that's vernal falls. Wow, it looks like Yosemite from here. Yeah, we would have been way at the bottom. Ah, lovely. Just makes me grin. I know. What I tell people, the unintended benefit of the COVID-19 virus. Yeah, no lines. All right, let's go for a walk. You have a lovely day.
3 months to get here. We came from Florida. And California took the shelter in place.
Ah. That's beautiful. Lovely people from California. Yeah, all the horse shit you hear about the Hollywood crowd and that sort of thing, that is not what you experience in California. You experience some very lovely people. What's that, honey? Yeah, that's the ones that Mrs. Miles' dog likes to chase. I don't know, I think it's this one. Yeah, but I think that's for people who are handicapped. I don't know.
That right there.
Yeah, Half Dome's amazing. Yeah, it's funny, Jason, they have a big sign that says no drones. I want to try not to spend my time in, they actually have a jail here. Good morning. Hey, Miss Annette, say hi, Sherpa. Heading up to Glacier Point. Some of the most beautiful views in the world, right here. We waited 94 days for this opportunity. Tell you what, I'm gonna walk out to the geology exhibit real quick, just in case folks don't have the time to stay with us. There's a Half Dome. And another shot at Vernal Falls. Which look very similar to Yosemite Falls, but there's Half Dome. We're up and around 6,000, 7,000 feet. And there's no one here. Absolutely no one. Good morning, Marshall. Absolutely glorious. Glorious views. Here's Vernal Falls again. I still continuing my trip as planned despite the delay? Yes and no. Jason, we're not going to be going to Alaska. The borders aren't open, for one thing. But it's timing. We don't want to rush to Alaska and stay for 3 days and then head back south. There's the snow on the mountains. But we are going to continue. We'll leave here and visit the redwood forest. Actually, we're going to be in Lake Tahoe in just a few days. And then we'll end up back in Oregon for Crater Lake, continuing north into the national parks at in Washington. We did get hosed a little bit on the Olympia side of Washington. There's no campgrounds available. But as I told Sherba, we'll be heading back towards Alaska next year. And as such, yeah, there's Half Dome. God almighty, what views. It's just a little geology here. As these plates slid together and they made lava domes of granite, there was strata over the top of these, but as the 10,000 year cycles of ice age came, it just, that and wind and water took the tops off of these giant domes of granite. So you end up with these protrusions. Good morning, Miss Annette. And of course, good morning, Marshy. Perhaps y'all will walk on out to Glacier Point with us. There's going to be more waterfalls. People are hell on trees around here. Good morning. Morning. Yeah, they only let 1,700 vehicles a day in, and as such, what happens is there's literally no one here. This is one of the most visited national parks in the nation, so this is an extraordinary opportunity to come and see Yosemite National Park without the crowds. Crowds are unbelievable. Like at Arches, Arches National Park, it's so bad you have to get shuttles in Bryson, Zion, and really the Grand Canyon. Absolutely glorious. We have 2 hikes planned this morning. One of them is called the Fractures. Oh, Taft Point with Fissures. And then there's another one. The fissures are interesting. They say they drop down 3,000 feet and there's no guardrails around them, so you have to step lively. McGurk. So now we're coming out to Glacier Point. There's literally no one here. The money shot of the entire trip. Hey, my princess. Princess did not want to get up this morning, but she did. You're supposed to see Nevada from here. Wow, no one's here. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Okay, so there's that may be Bridal Veil. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. That rock right there is 7,200 feet to the valley floor, and I'll zoom this in for you. That's Yosemite Falls over there. And we were down in that valley yesterday. In fact, we took that walk right there, which is only a mile and a half down. That's the Merced River in the valley. Wow, this is amazing, amazing views. That's just unbelievable. The mountain in the distance is 10,000 feet. That's Mount Hoffman. Might be able to see Mirror Lake from here, I don't know. Half Dome, 8,000 feet. And doesn't say anything about the Sierra Nevada mountains in the distance, but that's snow. Unbelievable, unbelievable views. That's the hotel. That hotel was the inspiration, the interior of the hotel, for The Shining. That's a mile and a half drop. Wow. So there's Yosemite Falls, and then it drops down to a secondary fall. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to walk you around to the other side here, and then I'm going to get some regular video. So that rock peak in the distance is Tenya Peak at 10,000 feet. Vernal Falls again, the Yosemite Valley. Unbelievable. That's a mile and a half drop. All right, guys, that was fun sharing it with you live, and I'm going to take some regular video. See ya. Wow. Hey guys, your old pal Brian. We're at Glacier Point Upper Terrace. You can pause that for later. And that's Yosemite Falls in the distance. I was at the base of that yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous. And below is the Yosemite Valley floor, which is about a mile and a half. That's the Merced River going through there. In fact, I was right there in that beautiful, beautiful meadow. And you look at the valley as it goes up. Absolutely unbelievable. And there is Half Dome. Sierra Nevada mountains in the distance. Absolutely gorgeous. That rock is hanging at 7,200 feet below or above the valley floor. Absolutely amazing. And there again, we're at Glacier Point. I'll give you another vantage point as well. That is the drop to the abyss. Wifey left her binoculars, but pretty neat to see, just with the nick. You think you see a climber? Yeah, there's climbers. You can take your phone maybe and look at that. It's 1.5 miles to the floor. Unbelievable. And those are vernal falls over there. We'll get another video of that directly. Snow-capped mountains in the distance. See ya. Fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing, guys. Morning. "7,000 feet above Yosemite Valley!" Exclamation point. guys hope out we're heading out on the Taft Trail. Big sign up there that says where it's at, but not for us. We end up needing more than that. Not exactly certain how it works that way, but looks like the wedding party's leaving. My God, is she even old enough to be a bride? I think what I'm gonna do is see if I can't get me a copy of All Trails and figure out how it actually works.
Well, this is how it works.
Wife is gonna school me.
Well, you've seen it before.
I don't know what it is about it that sucks. I think it's because it doesn't show you moving, or it's not a great representation of it, or it does what it's supposed to do and we just don't get it. There's Half Dome in all its splendor. It appears even if you are a giant megalith that water will come and tune you up. That's what it looks like. Horses. Taft Point. I don't know. I'll say this about the park. They're notoriously bad. It looks like the state park's right behind them on just how awful they are at marking trailheads. I don't know. Well, wife's got it on her all trails, so we should be good to go. Glass broken from centuries past. So this may be it here. Looks like there's a trail. And a lot of footfall. So you think Taft Point is on that side?
That's us.
Looks like it's on that side of the parking thing. Let's go that way then.
I just don't know what the hell. That's a bathroom that we.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, terrible about marking trailheads. Okay. Sure do.
Because this is going to add about a mile or two.
Well, you want to do that? Let's just go back to the trailhead and be done with it. Yes. We're at the Taft Point and Centennial Dome hike. If you could see through this unbelievably aged kiosk, it would say just that. I'm going to see here in a second if I regret not carrying my jacket because it's fixing to get wooded. Alrighty, is that 1.1 round trip? Got it. If they're not fudging.
You can go here and loop around, come back.
Well, let's see how long my camera lasts. Absolutely glorious up here. That's an old one that's dead. He got hit by lightning probably. These are the trails that Ellie's not allowed on. And, now my camera's running, so don't tell everybody how much you love my furry body. That's how you get the babes. It's so cold. It's cold, woman. What do we expect to see on these trails? What?
Well, this is those fissures. It takes you out to a point
Oh yeah.
with great views and fissures that go all the way down to the valley.
So
Which
there,
is around 3,000 feet.
so fissures, like with a Z or like with an S, like fissures.
Fissures. F-I-S-S.
Fissures.
Fissures.
Beautiful forest. Shame about some of them trees though. It's something. It is true. Hey, good morning. Howdy, howdy. I think I thought that was what you kind of had in mind.
No, we were gonna come back from this hike, eat lunch, and
Oh.
go to the next one.
Oh, see, I didn't say there was going to be a portage. Might as well turn around. You think? Glorious, glorious day. Interesting, they took the time to grind the stump out over there. Trying to make it prettier. I wondered briefly right about there why I was getting winded so easy.
Measure at 8,000 feet.
That'll do it. Yeah, because I'm at about 8,000 feet. God almighty. So blessed to be here. If I was to keel at this moment, which I prefer not to do, I would be satisfied. You know, it's been like 1,400 views of that photo of Yosemite. And what's interesting is two different trees. Yep. Well, two different trees, aren't they? One's a aspen, one's a pinyon. Those are two different trees. Yeah, but yeah, it's funny. And I forget because I have good forum etiquette, so I read from the top of the forum's comments all the way to the bottom. And add repeated messages to recommend a place to stay. And I just find great humor in it because I answered it in one of the first few posts. And I'm pretty sure I said that I was staying at Yosemite. So, yeah, Yosemite Pines. It's funny because they casually don't look. You know, they.
Is that for 55 and over?
No, it's living the RV dream, which I think it'd be beneficial for you to join if you joined it. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, so that's who that is. That's the one I fired myself from. Yeah, they didn't want any outside links. Yeah, I fired myself from that.
You need to stay in place. Well, they're opening
No, that's a crazy lady that runs it, and she has minions.
And there was, I mean, I read them to you. Other posts were people. Where are you at?
No,
What's a good place around? I don't even get mine posted.
she's some government worker, and she's Signal 20. She's over on the East Coast. And I don't even think she travels. And then she has minions. This big fat guy with a cat that got on my case about posting where I'm at. This is, a year ago. I says, you know what? As beneficial as 50 and over RVers on Facebook was, I fired myself. I said, you're done. Same thing that those ass hats on the original Ambition thread. Nah, you're done. Now, I don't post anything about sex, religion, or politics in there, and they kind of make up their own rules as they go. There's some pretty flowers there. Whatever they are. Yeah, well, I want to get to the fissures. The fissures. Who knows how much battery I have left. Hey, hey. Yeah, the Park Service must have done the math a long time ago, and they figured out that between the sheer amount of warm bodies that they have visiting the parks now, plus the cost and destruction of putting in new parking areas, it's just easier to run a shuttle service. Yeah, me neither. This ain't Florida. Exactly. She said she would have took the YART, which is Yosemite, whatever. It's their county transit system in back where we're staying, and then got the shuttle buses here. Yeah, it's an effective way of doing business. Now, understand this. This would be thick with people. Thick. If it wasn't for COVID. It's interesting, you get a smattering of folk that discuss with me on Facebook of having gone to hither, dither, and yon. That is the snags right there. The different national parks, but so far out of all the people I know, I've actually been to the most national parks and state parks. And it's hard to believe, because I've only been at this for about 3 years. Let's make sure we still got plenty of battery. Oh, it appears I do. I guess. Maybe one bar, I don't know. Yeah, getting down on battery. I'll be replacing my battery here in a minute. We're good. If the little anemic speaker on here was louder, I could hear it shut down. That's a beautiful tree. Probably what I'll do is when we get to the fishers, I'll swap batteries. I have a solution, and that's to Velcro a battery pack on the back of my door cap. I think that's coming. Jesus, it's beautiful. Much like wifey. What a beautiful grove of trees, huh? Yeah, some type of spruce. Plenty of limb rats around, plus, God, look at that. That's a beautiful pine tree. What a hoss. It's hard to believe President Taft in the early 1900s made this walk. Yeah, plenty of chipmunks. My dog loves chipmunks. So the itinerary is to take a day of rest tomorrow, and then come back out Thursday and Friday, and then leave the weekend to the weekend warriors. Sherba hates these signs. Hates them. So Glacier Point Road is 0.5 of a mile. If you can see this or not. Sentinel Dome is 2.3, Glacier Point's 2.9, Yosemite Valley via Union, maybe Union Point is 7 miles. The fishers are, I know you do, 0.5 of a mile. Taft Point is 0.6. Dewey Point is 5. Inspiration Point is 8.8. Yosemite Valley Tunnel is 10 miles. Shut this thing down, I gotta pee. Alrighty, I saved a little battery for this portion of the tour. Beautiful rocky outcroppings. I'll let you have a look at these. It's probably around 50 degrees here at 8,000 feet. Some video from a phone. Hey guys, your pal Brian. We're on the Taft Trail, heading up to the Fishers. It's cool at about 50 degrees at 8,000 feet. And we're coming out on the plateau now. We've run into 2 groups of hikers, now 3. Really nice. You know, it wasn't but maybe 5 months ago that we didn't have to worry about getting so far away from each other. It's tragic. But I've been behaving. Take care, guys. Boy, it is pretty here. Gorgeous plateau. No, I saw it out of the corner of my eye when I walked by it. I can't even imagine. Oh man, the clouds are over the canyon. There's another beautiful pine tree. Oh, there's people down there too. Yeah, this trail would be wall-to-wall people. If COVID-19 had not been amongst us. Absolutely glorious. I think we still have 2 more hikes ahead of us. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. What's that, hon? Oh yeah, you'd look good there. You would look good. Yeah, I like sitting in the truck and eating. Well, I never got to do that on the job. Alright, we're back. We're still on the Taft Trail. And when I say we, I mean me and my wife. And not like the royal we. And oh, it's beautiful, I'm telling you, man. It's absolutely beautiful. Wifey says, oh, what a beautiful world. It really is, and notwithstanding the strife that's going on right now, the growing pains of dealing with different ethnic groups. Been a what? Oh yeah. Yeah, naked hike would have been amazing. So here's one of our fishers. And I'm going to stay away from the edge. There might be a better view over there that's more safe. This is like slip and fall and die fishers. Let's go around. Glorious hiking weather, glorious camping weather. I told Sherba we'll look back on our time in Groveland. Today would be 94 days with great joy that we weren't in a place where people were freaking the F out over COVID. Oh, here you go. Yeah. That's one of the abyss. Yeah, it's a couple of feet down. Good morning. I'll get out of your way. Let's see what this looks like. Yep, that's the abyss. One of these goes down like 3,000 feet. It's absolute insanity. I think I'm getting close. Oh yeah. Good morning. Yeah, I think rock climbers have set up an obstacle. Yeah, let's not accidentally fall in. But there is the abyss. Yeah, it's crazy. Doing a little rock stuff. All right, back in a minute. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it much. Just be super careful. Yeah, people probably walk down to that. That right there is the abyss. The actual Palbram. We're on the McGurk Trail. How many waters you got? Looks like it's hanging low. You got at least two. That'll do it. You like us, you looking for the trailhead?
Yes.
I don't know where it's at either. Have you been at the end yet?
Yeah, I didn't see anything up there at all. That's where I parked. You guys walked all the way down there?
No, we just had lunch right here. So you've been to that end.
I didn't see a trailhead.
And we've driven by. For fun, let's have a look. Oh, they got the sign up that way though, which is telling to me.
Oh, you know what? I bet you have to walk up that way.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Glad I saw you guys. I would have wandered for a while.
She's on all trails. We'll see as well. Yeah, there's no phone, so. That's what that sign is up there, I bet you. These flex vehicles are perhaps the ugliest vehicle on the planet. I'm looking. Not a heavy use trail. Doesn't seem like they'd route you where you got to walk on the highway though either. See, that's the joy of the Park Service. Yeah, you gotta walk down the right of way. She found it. Oh, this is a good way to walk off lunch. So, Shabiba, what feats of nature will we enjoy today? An old cabin. Ooh, I don't know. You might see a few flowers. You might see a few. The McGurk Meadow. Don't be a jerk, McGurk. Smell the flowers. Excuse me. bit, I'll tell you what time it's going to be. They run an ATV down here. Soon they'll all be electric. Motorcycles, they're making them electric already now. Commonplace. Quiet. Yeah, you move, hit pause.